Hey everybody, welcome to another good e-reader video tutorial. In today's video tutorial, we're going to teach you how to load ebooks to your new Pocketbook iQ 701. Now, this is the first Android Pocketbook e-reader / tablet that Pocketbook's done. It just came out, and if you're interested in buying it, you can visit our retail partner Shop eReaders. So that's www.shopereaders.com. The purpose of today's video is to show you how to use Calibre and Windows Explorer to copy ebooks to your Pocketbook iQ. Now, the Pocketbook iQ reads doc, docx, FB2, text, PDF, RTF, HTML, PRC, EPUB, and many other formats. So if you have downloaded books from the internet, you can very easily load them on here. Now, what we've noticed from our own experiments thus far is we've been unable to get Adobe Digital Editions to transfer content to your e-reader. So we've had problems with our paid ebooks to throw them onto e-reader. So the purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to do ebooks that you've downloaded from the internet, from sites such as Smashwords, or from various other sites. The internet's full of books. Many people know how to download and find them. So in this tutorial, we're going to show you how to copy ebooks directly to your device. Now, what we're going to do is simply plug this via USB into our e-reader. So you can see at the top of the device here it has a USB input, and we're just going to put this down for a second. Now, you notice when you first load it up, you'll get a searching for content, and we're just going to open this up. Now, when you look at this for the first time, you'll see many directories such as books, dictionaries, ebooks, music, photos, videos. You can simply put MP4 videos inside of here. And if you have pictures, JPEG, BMP, PNG, and TIFF, as well as music, MP3s. We're more concerned with ebooks, but you notice there's two different directories here, both called books and ebooks. Now, what's the difference? Well, in the books directory, this is where all the free books that came with your e-reader. Pocketbook bundles around 1,000 free books with its e-reader in a ton of different languages, from Italian to English to Dutch, and so on. So when you buy your e-reader, many of these books are from Project Gutenberg and other free sites. So they're free, public domain, open source books. Many people, in their life have already read most of the seminal books, say from Virginia Woolf, Oscar Wilde, and many of popular authors of their day, Jack London and so on. So one of the things with the Pocketbook iQ that we found was when you are browsing in your library, usually you'll have a ton of books in there. So having 1,000 books to navigate through to find the book that you want to find is kind of hard unless you do the advanced search functions and so on. We're just going to make it easy and just delete all of the books that came with it. Now, before we delete them, what we actually want to do first is just create a new folder, which we've done. You can see this is the folder in which we have already copied all of the books from our e-reader. So you just don't want to delete them and have no way to get them back, but we recommend that you just highlight them all, right-click copy, make a new folder, and then click paste, and then you can simply just delete them all from your e-reader. So that's what we're going to do now. Alternatively, you could just selectively delete all of the language books, but say English if that's your primary language, or French, and so on. The Pocketbook iQ 701 does support a ton of ebook formats as well as different languages, so don't feel bad if you don't speak English and maybe another one is your primary language. Although if you're watching this video tutorial all in English, you might have troubles if, say, you only spoke Italian. So basically, we're going to show you how to use Calibre first, and then we're going to show you how to copy paste via Windows Explorer. So you can see that the deletion here is almost done. And when we copy books to our e-reader, what we actually want to do is use the eBooks directory, and don't worry about the books directory right now. So this is the eBooks directory here. You notice that there's just a single directory there called .cache. And if we look in our books directory, there's nothing there. So once we sync our ebook reader again, it'll only say the books that we've done. So what we want to do is go to the eBooks directory, and we have a book on our desktop called Lucifer's Lottery by Edward Lee, just a random new book. And we're simply just going to copy paste it to the eBooks directory, so you can see that it's there. And the next way that we're going to go about it is using Calibre. Calibre is a very excellent ebook management program. It allows you to put cover art on books that maybe don't have it, to change the author's name, to change ISBN number, notes to yourself, and so on. If you want to know more about Calibre, we do have some video tutorials in our YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/goodereader, all one word. So when you plug in your Pocketbook, you'll see a picture here. It says device. And if you click on it, you see all the books that we deleted. Now, just because you've deleted them sometimes from the device, they'll still show up here. Mainly because when we deleted the books, the Pocketbook was plugged into the computer. So what we're going to do simply is just highlight them all and click on Remove Books. So if you're using Calibre as your main source of managing your e-reader, then deleting all of that is the right thing to do. Now, if you want to copy an ebook to your Pocketbook IQ via Calibre, first of all you have to download Calibre. It's a free download. It's spelled C-A-L-I-B-R-E, and it's a total 100% freebie. There's no extra cost or anything like that. So it is a good program. Now, when we have device highlighted here, what we want to do is simply click Add Books, and we're going to add a book called The Siege. So you can see that the book is there, and you can see that it has successfully copied over. Now that we've showed you how to do it via Windows Explorer and via Calibre, what we want to do is unplug our Pocketbook IQ now from our computer. So we're simply just going to, some people just unplug it. Another way to do it is just to click on here, and we're going to eject it safely. So it's safe to remove hardware. It's preference what you want to do. So we've unplugged it now, and we've gotten a little prompt. So basically what we want to do now is click on Library, and it's going to attempt to sync the new content. It does it without you having to actually hit a sync button or anything like that, which is pretty useful. From experience, we've noticed that sometimes the sync process does take a pretty long time. If it takes longer than 5 or 10 minutes, chances are maybe your tablet has hung, in which case you can just hold your hand on the power button here to see a power off prompt. You can shut your e-reader / tablet off, and when you load it, it should be a little faster. So we're just gonna wait for it to load. You know, pretty well it's gonna take a little while because we just deleted pretty well 1,000 books, and we've added 2 books of our own, so we've put quite the stress, you know, on the e-reader. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna simply just pause the camera, and then we're gonna come back to it when it's finished. Okay, and we're back. It seems like it just did it after about a minute. Now you see here that it has 3 books under All Books. We created a new shelf called Test, and we have the favorites. So when you first get your e-reader, you'll have the All Books directory and the favorites directory. If you want to create a custom shelf, it's pretty well as easy as just holding your hand, you know, on the screen or on a directory, and you'll get a prompt to, you know, to make a new shelf. Also, what we want to show you is the books. So you can see here that the Pocketbook IQ English Guide was not in that directory, so it wasn't deleted. And so the 2 books that we copied, which is Lucifer's Lottery and The Siege, is there. Now, we're just going to load a book up just to, you know, verify that it's okay. When you're reading books on your Pocketbook, there's a few different ways to scroll text. One is the bottom here, and you can actually minimize that if you want to by clicking on that, and you can raise it up. You can't turn the pages with any of these buttons here, unfortunately, but you can change the pages by simply swiping. But we can see after you're reading 100 or 200 pages at once, this swiping is going to get really old, so we pretty well recommend doing it this way. Now with the Pocketbook IQ, it does read both in landscape mode and in portrait mode. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for it to sync, or not a few minutes, but generally anywhere between 5 seconds to about a minute. You can see it did hit here fast. And you can simply turn the pages. So these are the two best methods that we recommend in order to transfer ebooks to your Pocketbook IQ. Again, we've showed you how to use it with Calibre, and we've shown you how to do it with Windows Explorer. We've also shown you how to delete books from your device. Now let's just say that you want to have better organizational structure. What we want to do here is click on all books. And you can see here that we have Lucifer's Lottery. We're just going to hold it on there. And it has a shelf icon here. We're going to click on shelves. And it gives you two different places to put it. I'm just going to mark it under favorites. And click OK. This way, say if you share your e-reader with other people, or you want to create custom shelves, you can see that the book is here in my shelf. So for good e-reader, this is Marcus, and we hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to copy ebooks to your Pocketbook IQ 701.